We all know that Disney can be a handful, but how bad is it really? Well, Zendaya is one of the former Disney stars who escaped the machine intact, but do not be fooled. Her experience at Disney was just as tragic, and we have all the messy details. As a preteen, Zendaya's dream was to join Disney. That was like the ultimate dream of every child actor. The fame, the money, the tours, it all sounds so inviting. Until they actually joined Disney and was like, wait, this is so not what I signed up for. Did the same thing happen to Zendaya? I will tell you in a moment, but before we go ahead, do me a favor. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to watch more videos like this. Let's get started. Zendaya first auditioned for the role of Cece Jones in Disney's Shake It Up, but she was called back for the role of Rocky Blue. She actually ended up loving the role because Zendaya put it, Rocky, she is this sweet girl, the quiet one, and she's the one who's always looking out for her friends. The role was literally her in real life. As a rising Disney star, Zendaya also appeared on other Disney shows including Good Luck Charlie and Ant Farm. She also landed a role in the 2012 film Frenemies, and in 2013, she was cast as 16-year-old Zoe Stevens, the lead character in the Disney Channel original movie, Zapped. So far she was acing it, but there were a couple of prices she paid along the way. First, her family was divided. Living away from most of her family members was just one of the tragic experiences Zendaya had to go through when she joined Disney. Her dad had to quit his job and move out with Zendaya just to ensure that he was with her at every audition, event, and set. Well, that means that Zendaya's mom had to pick up another job to make ends meet. Okay, they definitely don't have to work as hard now because Zendaya is making money in the millions, but back then it was really hard. Then came the actual tragic Disney experience. Disney has absurd, squeaky clean expectations for their child stars. And when we say absurd, it's because we lack a heavier word to describe the actual experience. Remember the Jonas Brothers and their Disney days? They had to wear purity rings, and Vanessa Hudgens almost lost her job because of some leaked photos. Well, Zendaya was also forced by the company to be just as squeaky clean. Luckily, she was naturally laid back as a teenager, but the pressure to be perfect was still out of this world. Did you know that Disney literally forces girls to act girly in real life? We get it if they have to do that for the characters, but surely not in real life. That is so insane. Bella Thorne is on record saying that she was forced to talk in a higher pitch so that she could sound more like a girl. The same was expected of every other girl, including Zendaya. And something as natural as transitioning from a young girl to a young lady is apparently a nightmare while working for Disney. Miley Cyrus is one person who has been very open about how Disney really messed with her mental health. She actually started having anxiety around the time when she was forced to show up on set after she had her first period. Zendaya didn't have quite the same experience, but because she was so busy with Disney and Disney was only invested in her talents, such times were also hard. Zendaya told Glamour, I got my first job on the Disney Channel when I was 13, and it was just me and my dad in an apartment in downtown LA. It was very difficult because I was dealing with all the pivotal girl moments. I remember getting my period and him not knowing what to do. It was a weird transitional phase. The House of Mouse apparently also forces their stars to compete against each other. For instance, Zendaya and Bella Thorne may be besties now, but while they were working together, Disney always pitted them against each other. Bella told J14 in an exclusive interview, Zendaya and I were put in a very unfortunate position. We're kind of forced to compete against each other, which made the whole first season of the show just very awkward for us. We wanted to love each other, but yet we were constantly being put against each other. It was, who's better at this and who's better at that. Fortunately, in the second season, Bella and Zendaya decided to not let Disney get between them. One day they sat down, cried it out, hugged each other, and decided to work as best friends. There was also apparently a lot of insensitivity on Disney sets. In an interview with Cosmopolitan, Zendaya revealed that some of the people on the set of Disney, including her own publicist, were racially insensitive. She said that at one time, she didn't like how her hair looked at a photo shoot, and her publicist told her, you should just be happy with it, they haven't had a black girl on the cover since forever. The publicist was of course immediately fired. You can't talk like that and still expect to work on Zendaya's team. Disney also kind of contributed to Zendaya's last musical days. Former Disney stars like Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez have been dropping nothing but hits since they left Disney, but the situation has been different for Zendaya. It's not that she can't sing or she doesn't have the resources. The real reason why Zendaya doesn't sing is that Disney took away part of the passion from her. It's kind of like an unwritten rule that when anyone works with Disney, they also have to sing. And it's not just singing, they have to sing exactly what Disney wants down to the lyrics, tone, video, everything else. According to Zendaya, the constant recording and pressure sucked her dry and she just didn't want to sing anymore. In her interview with Glamour, Zendaya revealed that most of the kids would look up answers online and their assigned teachers didn't care much. Zendaya's mom had to write endless letters to Disney justifying why her child needed another teacher who cared enough to make sure that she got a good education. We guess it paid off because if beauty and brains were a person, it would definitely be Zendaya. Unfortunately, the brilliance didn't quite stand a chance as Disney reportedly rarely gives its stars creative freedom. The stars only strictly do exactly what they are told to do. By the time Disney was approaching Zendaya with Casey Undercover, she was already tired of all the rules and pressure, like she was literally on her way out. But Disney didn't want to lose Zendaya, and we get it. Zendaya was perfect for the image Disney was desperately trying to portray. She had zero unnecessary arrests, no record of substance abuse, no weird leaked photos making rounds on the internet, no love drama. Plus, she is very beautiful and very talented. Who would want to let go of her? Well, if Disney wanted to keep her on, they had to meet all of her demands. First, Zendaya told Disney to change the title of the show from Super Awesome Katie to Casey Undercover. Then she told them to get rid of all the dancing and singing. She also insisted that the show center around a family of color. And in the last demand, which we are honestly surprised that Disney granted, was to make her a producer. While watching Casey Undercover, you will notice that Disney met all the demands. We clearly need more Zendayas in the industry. It was hard enough that Zendaya had to fight for her place at Disney, but that doesn't stop outsiders from coming after her. When Casey Undercover premiered in 2015, Zendaya wore dreadlocks to the Academy Awards and her fans went crazy. Eventually, Zendaya had to leave her Disney days behind. And that last challenge when it comes to Disney is probably escaping the Disney curse. Notice how when most child stars leave Disney, their lives kind of just go south, such as disappearing or a bunch of very disturbing headlines before getting their lives back on track. The Disney curse is real, y'all. But our girl Zendaya somehow managed to escape it. Her transition has been so smooth, she makes it look like the other child stars have been overreacting. Having a Disney past also makes it difficult for other productions to take the actor seriously. But Zendaya has oh so effortlessly proved them otherwise. She was amazing on The Greatest Showman, did a remarkable job in Spider-Man alongside Tom Holland, and let's not even start with her role on Euphoria. Simply iconic. She even won a freaking Emmy. Yes, the Disney days were insane, but we are glad that Zendaya still has the opportunity to bless us with her magic. What does Zendaya think about people still labeling her as a Disney kid? What do you think about Zendaya's Disney experience, and what are your thoughts on her transition? Let us know in the comment section below, and remember to subscribe.